Hey everybody, Fran Incan here with Jump Realty. It is February 7th. It's sunny out. I used to have a friend and he would say, Fran, this is fool's weather, because them fools think it's spring. But definitely that sunshine feels good and gives us a little hope, right? Winter's not going to be here forever. We live in Canada. We know it ends at some point. Okay, so you can see the numbers. You can see the stats are pretty close to what was going on last week, but we're ramping up a little bit. We're seeing a little more activity in open houses and in showings. Partially, maybe that sunshine's coming out. It's not freezing and people are willing to go out. And that's what starts to happen in the early spring market. So that is what's going on a local level. Three things on a larger level. Number one, Canada has surpassed China in the leader in EV batteries. So the outlook for the future for Canada, for Ontario, for Windsor, this is going to change the direction Windsor's going. Remember when we first got all three shifts going? Remember when the casino came in? How those things shifted the trajectory of where Windsor was going? This is what the EV plant is for this area. So that's number one. Number two, we talked about the last week and the week before that they have lowered the cap on foreign students, and then they opened up more money for loans to develop student housing. And then this week, the federal government said that they would extend the ban on local nationals buying until 2027. 2027. And so what they're doing is trying to prevent people out of Canadians who aren't Canadians from buying up houses as financial assets, and thereby hopefully allowing more Canadians to get in more housing. So they've extended that until 2027. And sales prices were up in Windsor just over 3% for the month of January. So that shows you where things are going. I'm going to make a bold prediction here, maybe not so bold, but I believe that we will look back on this year, this time, specifically the 6 months, the same way we did before COVID. In the sense of this, people will look back and say, why didn't I buy? Why didn't I buy? I should have bought. Now is the time to get in. Windsor is a good buy. Most of my clients right now are coming in from out of town, coming back from BC, coming down from Hamilton, because the average price points in those cities, they realize they'll never be able to afford a house, and they can afford one in Windsor. And so I think a lot of people in Windsor, we've been spoiled, and we think that these prices are really expensive. And it's not, I'm not saying they're not, but it's all relative compared to what goes on in other cities. Windsor's very affordable, and the rest of the province and the rest of the country are becoming aware of that. And so if you're thinking about getting in the market this year, call me. Let's make a plan. It doesn't have to be today. You don't have to sell your house today, but let's make a plan to get you there. Okay? That's the three for today, and I will see you next week, guys. Have a good one.